in this video we're going to be talking about night feeds. Now, if you have a baby or maybe even a toddler, you might be feeding several times overnight. And a very small baby, of course, should be fed overnight. But as time goes on, parents can start to get into habits where they keep feeding overnight, and it can be a bit of a cycle and they're not sure when to get out of it. So in this video we're going to be talking about what is a night feed, who should have a night feed, and the difference between a night feed and a dream feed. And I do have several videos up already talking just specifically about the dream feed, but I wanted to do a video where I talk a little bit about the difference between the two in one video. So the first thing is, what is a night feed? Well, a night feed is a feed that is given to a young child overnight, and typically from a sleep perspective, because I am a sleep consultant, a night feed refers to a feed that is in what we would call the active sleep phase, sometimes known as light sleep, and also part of the core night, and that is a stretch of sleep that runs between 11:30 p.m. through till 5 o'clock in the morning. So any feed that's given in that stretch of sleep is going to be an actual night feed. And who should have a night feed? Well, any baby that is up to 12 pounds in weight should have 2 or 3 night feeds, and as they get more heavier, then you can start to take the night feeds out. However, I'm not talking about sleeping through the night now without a feed whatsoever. That is actually where the dream feed comes in. So once a baby is 12 pounds, they can actually start to go longer stretches through the night with just a dream feed. And the difference between a dream feed and a night feed is the type of sleep that it's in. So if you think about when you first came home from the hospital with your baby might have actually slept quite well until around the 4-month mark. And at 4 months, what happens is the sleep cycles change. And when they change, they take on more of an adult-like pattern, and a baby will start to wake up more and more overnight. So a newborn baby often will sleep in a 4-hour stretch. So in the beginning, you might have felt like, what are all these parents talking about babies not sleeping? My baby sleeps fine. This is great. Give your partner a high five and off you go. You're getting good sleep until around the 4-month mark. And at this stage, because the sleep cycles change, and the patterns divide, they'll start to wake up more and more overnight. And the baby can't tell one waking from another. So what often starts to happen is you go from maybe feeding 2 or 3 times overnight to feeding 4 or 5 times overnight. And this is where the dream feed comes in. So the difference between the dream feed and the night feed is that the dream feed is given in a stage 4 deep sleep, and night feeds are given in the active sleep. So a dream feed is actually a way of giving a child a feed before they enter active sleep, so that you can actually work them through those arousal points on their own, therefore bypassing the night feed. I hope that hasn't sounded too confusing. If you have any questions about this, please comment below and I will gladly answer them.